Hey guys, what is up? This is AntDude and welcome to the finale of Crash Team Racing. Today we got a whole lot of stuff to show off, but we're not gonna be showing off everything, as you can probably assume by the time down below. We don't show off everything. I've already made sure to dive into this once to get the Aku interruption out of the way. There's no sense of showing that off. I'm gonna be the one explaining what the heck is gonna be going on. So now, to get some extra special colored tokens, we have 4 of these things to do. Now these are a bit of battle arenas that show up in the battle mode of the game, and to toss them into single player you just have, I believe it was a minute and a half it started with, to get all 20, and that's it. I can't seem to get this one though. There you go, sweet. You do need to show off a little bit of skills, so you're not just driving around and touching them and figuring out which is the best way to do that. So now I'm gonna actually take this jump here. Boom. So you gotta do jumps like that. There's gonna be a lot of tight turns. There is a bit of strategy though. This first one, Skull Cove, I believe it was, is super simple. The later ones do get a little bit challenging. I'm gonna hope I can do them all in one go. I haven't studied the paths. I'm just gonna go off what I remember from, again, I said I play tested this game like, was it 2 weeks ago? So I'm gonna hope that's enough. Probably not. Okay, no, they're all in my sights. Perfect. Now, if you're a speedrunner, obviously there's gonna be some ideal way to do that, but we got the token. That's all I really care about. The tokens are a major collectible in the game because not only are they done here, they're also collected by going into the main levels and finding CTR tokens or letters. And I'll show that off in a little bit, but for now, let's go and travel to the next one, if I can do that peacefully. And now we're going on to number 2 here with Rampage Ruins, and from this point on, I kinda don't remember the layouts of the maps at all. I'll get a vague idea once I jump back in, but I'm kinda just gonna go with my instincts on which crystals I should go on at the right time. So now we got TNT, we gotta worry about that. Okay, now that I've been exposed to the main battle arena, I think I remember how to tackle this place pretty effectively. There's just a lot of sharp turns, like Aku mentioned really early on to brake when you turn. That is basically essential here. When you're racing, there's like 2 instances when it becomes helpful, but like here, it's vital, I think. Because I remember these were never something I did as a kid. Back when I played this game when I was young, I really didn't care about completing games 100%. I just played the games to have fun. Crazy thought. But these are just something I never really attempted. I just was like, oh, I don't really like these. I like the races more. I guess I'll just do the races. It wasn't until I really played this game like 2 weeks ago when I really dived into this and I realized, wow, you really just can't drift here. You got a sharp turn a lot. Oh boy. I'm gonna be cutting it close because I see one of them. I don't see the other. Oh, it's up there. How? Oh, how do I do that? Oh god. Oh god. This is gonna be 1 and 2. Whoo! Whoo! Did it. Your boy did it. Hell yeah, with only 2.5 seconds to spare. Oh god. Alright, that was a little clutch. That's a good sign of things to come for the next 2. Yeah. Let's get on with that, shall we? And number 3 is right here with Rocky Road. Now I'm completely lost in the dark. Let's see how we do here. We had half of them done, so that's reassuring, I guess, on my first attempt. I would like for all 4 to happen in one go. That would be swell. See, this level isn't icy at all. It's a load of garbage. Rocky Road, I mean, I guess it's cute because that's an ice cream flavor, and then that, you know, ice cream is cold. But that's the best I got. So see, this could have already been done better because can I make this just with regular speed? I can. Sweet. I have to check up in the counter to see if I got it. See if I can just get the ones up top first before I make any... no! Before I make any jumps. So that's gonna suck. Luckily it seemed, just by glance, how did I miss that? I'm not gonna make this one. So I was gonna say, luckily it looks like they're all in close proximity of each other, but it's not gonna matter if I keep driving past them. Okay, so that covers that. There's one down here. Ah, whatever, that's fine. Flesh wound, it's cool. There's this one. There's this one, and then I think they're all... up here. 1, 2. Okay. No! That may be bad. Ooh, that may be bad. That may be bad. That may be bad. Maybe bad. Maybe bad. Maybe bad. Oh, definitely bad. Where's the last one? Well, I thought... Okay. Did I get one on the corner and I just didn't notice it? Because I only went to 3 corners and saw... Ah, okay. See, like, I feel like the best bet is to just stick to one direction here. If you're gonna go clockwise, stick to that. So I'm gonna get this first. This first, and now I'll sharp it back just because it's easier. Whoa, boy. Okay. Not the brightest strategy. See? As evidenced by... Stop giving me the... I mean, I guess the bombs help with nitro crates, but I don't... I'd rather just be better at dodging them. So I'm gonna get this one, and then get the outer ring first. That may be a bit simpler. Oh boy. Yep, okay. I feel like that one may be the one I missed. Okay, so we're good here. Let's go on the inside. No, God, what am I doing? Yep. Perfect. Huh, there is a 4th one. Maybe I just didn't see it. Okay. All I gotta do now, skill, driving, they're all right next to each other. Don't drive past any of them like a dunce. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not liking how... Where's the last... Okay, cool. Yeah, it only took 2 attempts. Oh, just facing death right there. Just barely by like a hair distance away from the nitro crate. Excellent. With a 1.5 seconds left to go. A little more close down to the wire than the last one. I'm gonna call half a second for the final one. That'll be awesome. Let's go see. Luckily, it's a nice straightaway. It can just drive directly into it. Number 4, Nitro Court. I'm going to assume, based on the name, there's going to be more nitro crates than ever. Are you excited? I am. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. No, I remember this one. This is definitely the one where if you don't really know how to do much of anything in life, then you're not going to do a good job. If you don't have bombs to tackle nitro crates, you're kind of screwed. Okay, so I saw that one. I'm not going to worry about that one immediately. See? Oh, there was one there too. Alright, I'm just going to accept the fact that I'm going to fail this at least once, and then that'll make things easier. Let's do a similar strategy. Outer ring first. That was garbage! That went directly through. Oh, couldn't even implement my strategy. Luckily, we have 2 minutes as opposed to 1.5 minutes. It's like they knew. Let me just... Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me. Just coming through. Just, thank you very much. When you're trying to squeeze out of an aisle at a movie theater, that's just... Excuse me, fellas. Oh, God. I angered one of the people. Okay. Sticking with that analogy for some reason. Yep, okay. See, we're doing pretty good. Got screwed a couple times, but we got half of them, and it took less than half of the time. Oh no, that's the outer ring done. Okay. Give me bomb. Sweet. Hold on to that for dear life. Yeah, we good. We're good. We got this. Luckily, the level design is so simple. This is almost reminiscent of, like, the Super Nintendo Mario Kart battle courses, just based on its simplicity. I know I need one more bomb for the inside. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. I'll take the TNT if I need to. Don't need to, because your boy knows what he's doing. Haha. Oh, it only blew up. That sucks. Okay. And... Dunzo. That sweet double explosion. With 20 seconds left? Feel like the ramp of difficulty just went... Just careening down a cliff. It was getting progressively harder and then just... just went away like that. All right, well, there's all 4 of those out of the way. And now I get to explain a little bit more of a lot of the extra stuff that you can do. And this is sort of, where I said in the first part of the episode that I was gonna make sure to cut out content that would make it repetitive for you guys, because realistically at this point, to complete the game 100%, you need to play through every single course in some variation, roughly 4 or 5 times, counting mistakes that you make, because they'll happen, they're inevitable. So we're gonna drive over here to the first course, Crash Cove, and you can see there's a token and a time relic. Let's first show off the CTR challenge, because they get you tokens similar to the battle maps. No, 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 no! Thank you. Let's get out of my face. So, for this variation, there is still a race going on, and that's the difficult part of it, but as you're racing, there's a C token, a T token, and an R token that you need to collect and get first place. That's the difficulty in it, and that is where you can forgive the main game being easy, because I'm assuming they just straight up didn't create 2 different, see, there's the R right there. They didn't create 2 different sets of AI, so, like, this is not just really easier, this is the same difficulty. Look at this trash just chilling out up here. You gotta go out of your way, hardcore, to get the T. And then I believe the C is gonna be up on top of the boat. So here's the thing. I could very easily show off every single map, play them through once again, but I don't want to make it repetitive for you guys, because realistically, there aren't a lot of locations for these things that are sort of gotcha, like you're completely out of nowhere, aside from like weird shenanigans like the bridge up there, which even isn't hard to see. You can see it, and then you just got a quick puzzle in your head how to get there. There's instances like there's that one skull face that you gotta break through for a shortcut. There's a token there. None of them are really skill-based to the sense of you have to nail this really hard jump, otherwise you're not getting it. I think that happens once in the game at Oxide Station, I believe, and that's really it. It's cool though. This is something that Diddy Kong Racing did as well with the, oh, I forget what it was you were collecting in Diddy Kong Racing. It was like silver coins, I believe. Similar thing. And it's cool. It adds a bit of replayability. It's just not interesting to force you guys to watch it over and over again as I just sit here and struggle. Because at this point, I will really have nothing interesting to say. But yeah, it's just you do a bunch of these, you get colored tokens. And I will say, I may have mentioned this before, because I was complaining about the level, the order of levels in the pause screen. For me, it's very confusing as to why the R token comes before the T token comes before the C token. It's just weird. I know it doesn't matter, but it's just bizarre. Another thing that's weird, but it does end up making sense. The tokens that you get for each race in an area are different colors. So all the multiplayer ones are purple, that makes sense. We got a red one here for Crash Cove, but Ruse Tubes has a different color, Sewer Speedway has a different color, and that all ends up making sense as we get later on, as we pass by all these. And now we're gonna show off the relic race. Aku is bound to, yep, there he is. There's spinning Witch Mask Wonder, but no, shut up. Now this is a little bit more similar to the stuff that you have experienced in the past with the Crash Bandicoot. It's a time attack mode, but there are crates that have numbers on them, and it makes the time stop for a little bit. And I know I'm just showing Crash Cove again, but this is a good insight as to how repetitive this could be, because it's just doing all of these tracks multiple times. And as tracks get more difficult, so does the amount of times you're gonna end up seeing them. So we gotta, there we go. First try, I love that. What's awesome about these time trial modes too is not only do they have the boxes, which is as cool as it ever was in Crash Bandicoot, but you get a bonus, I believe it's 10 seconds off the overall time if you get every single one of them. So right now it shows the sapphire time to get, but of course there's a silver and a gold, or no, I think it's gold and platinum. I don't think there's a silver. Oh boy, I should know this. But whatever the time will be, you can just knock 10 seconds off and end up getting it, which is cool. There's also a time attack mode that's separate from all this in the main menu, and that is more of a traditional, if you've played Mario Kart 64, it's like that, where it just keeps your best time without any help from these item boxes. And what's neat about that mode is, while this mode here, you have to get the best times for different relics, in the main game, or the main time attack mode, is getting very confusing, I know, there's like Kingdom Hearts over here trying to explain stuff. Time attack is, if you do a good enough time, you will unlock a Nitrous Trophy Ghost to race. And that time is very tough to beat. If you beat the trophy ghosts in every single course, you unlock trophy to play as in like the versus mode. If you beat all of the trophy times, or just the trophy time in one race, I believe, you will unlock a Nitrous Oxide ghost. And you can't unlock Oxide, unfortunately, but it's just more challenging stuff. Similar to how there were developer times to beat in Crash 2 and 3. Something like that. I believe the platinum time is 52 seconds. But I think I was 0.39 seconds off from a platinum. Let me just check, just so I can feel the pain. It was cool. That was good. I was 0.3 seconds. I mean, I guess I called it with the talking about the battle maps, how, half a second, it's gonna be intense. I was cool, dude. But we have an award ceremony for some reason. We did get a shiny trinket, but we didn't have an award ceremony for the CTR token, which is odd. Granted, this could be more of an accomplishment, depends on how you want to look at it. And with all this, luckily I was smart enough ahead of time when I played this game 2 weeks ago to have a separate save file to where all I need to do now is do these last two things, because these are the main things you're working towards here, as well as just the number 100%. And you have to get 10 relics, which is easy. There's 16 races, so you can just skip 10 of them. Also 5 gems. Now, where do the gems come into play? Here in Gemstone Valley. You may be asking, or you may not, because you have probably played this game before. That's my assumption. Here's a locked door that you can access after getting 2 keys. So once this is open, you have access to gem races. And you get these. There's a lot of unlocking stuff in this game by getting 4 tokens of a single color. And once you dive into these, I could show this off for a little bit since we got all 4 purple from the battle races. This is a series of 4 races, a typical Grand Prix in Mario Kart styles. The first 4 are just variations, like how I mentioned before, how different levels in an area have different colored tokens. That's because they throw the order of levels around for the gem cups, which is neat. This 4th one now is the most interesting of them because we're racing against the boss characters, and they don't have their quirks where they throw out a bunch of hazardous items, thankfully, but you race them in the boss tracks. So on top of playing, let's use Ruse Tubes for an example, because that's where we are now. You play through the level once for the main race, at least once for the CTR tokens, at least once for the relic race, at least once for the specific gem cup that it's a part of, and then one more time for this, for the purple gem. It's a lot of replaying the same track over and over again. And if it depends on if that's really a problem for you, because kart racers are really based, their fun is based on how they play. And the whole drifting thing makes this game a ton of fun to replay. And these guys actually have some difficulty to them, because they are, I can't tell if they're noticeably faster or if I'm just neglecting to attack them with powers, which is very possible. But there you go, first place right there. And again, I'm not going to show any of this. I was smart enough to have a save file to have all of this done except for the final 2 tracks that we need to go over. So, as we get this to come to a close, because now I just want to finish wiping the floor with these guys, because you can unlock these guys to play as too. I believe that's done by completing the different gem cups. But that doesn't, I don't think that necessarily shows off on, no, it would show off in 100%, but it's not something, it's like, not like you can play as these guys in the single player mode. It's just a neat thing to unlock. But yeah, let's go to my completed save file. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, I know. I'm good. Let's move on. And here we are in our nearly completed save file. And I had to load this multiple times because I'm not sure why there's no music playing at the moment. Could be my disc is screwing up. I would not be surprised. It's weird because it was just playing. I'm not sure what happened there. But, as you can see here, all 5 gems right there, and we have a myriad of different colored tokens and different colored relics. I believe you get 101%, maybe. You get an extra bonus for getting at least gold in every single relic. As you can tell for some of these, couldn't really be bothered. Again, I'm just happy to get the thing. I don't really care so much about getting perfection. Granted, it's only 6 courses. I could do it. I don't really care. But we get these 2 special tracks here. So we're gonna start off here with Slide Colosseum. And I don't know how I feel. Oh, I know how I feel about this. I don't know how to talk about it, because you would expect this major final unlockable to be this massive thing, and it's really not. You're in an actual looking like arena type location, nothing fancy like graphic wise, and this is really just it's a time trial, and it's showing your skills of, in this instance, utilizing sliding, which, as you can tell, I'm not a big not really utilizing it because I don't remember the level layout all that much because I played this once. I played this when I played through the game 2 weeks ago. So this was one of those things where I never really looked up, and people who are a little bit older will know this feeling of just having a certain unlockable in an old game haunt you for years. So this sort of was that thing. I went back to Crash Team Racing and I was like, I forgot I never really did these things. Let me beat the game to completion and see. I was a little disappointed, not gonna lie. Mostly because I'm not the type of guy who cares about needing to find a challenge artificially in a game like this, to where it's just, hey, we made a track that's kind of hard, but it's not like I'm racing on it. I believe you can race on it in the main like arcade mode or versus mode when you beat this race, I believe. But as you can tell, I'm not even really utilizing sliding all that much, and I think I'm doing an okay job. It's a fairly lengthy track, so I'm not gonna know until I'm basically done. But this is where the pros come out to shine, with pro strategies like that I just utilized, but they do that all the time. I'm sure snaking is some sort of thing here where, you know, just do this all the time. Don't stop doing this. Doesn't matter what you do. Don't stop sliding and turboing. Just do that all the time. And that is the key to victory. See, there you go. 6 more to go. Chances are I'm not gonna nail this. I think that's safe to assume. Or a Sapphire. Well, no, a Sapphire I'll nail. Anything above that, I think, is a bit of a lost cause. As long as I can. See? So, oh, and I back up slower too, because it's cool. So, ba-boom! Okay, hey, guys, I did it! I'm just picturing like a round of enthusiastic applause behind me for nailing that. Much deserved, I think. There you go. If I can, we'll see. It'll need to be at 205 to make sure I can get a Sapphire by playing as crappy as I am. if I can just get the final 2. Perfect. And the final one right there. Hey guys, got a sapphire. Heck yeah, I got a gold. Ooh. Perfect. Sweet. Which is, it's a bit weird that, like, that's what it took to get a gold, and I barely slid at all. Oh yeah, my name is actually Ant in this one because this is my actual save file. So there's that. So that was Slide Colosseum, and the next one that you get for completing all of the gem cups is Turbo Track. And it's, even though it takes a whole lot longer to get Turbo Track, it's basically the same thing. Just it's faster, and a lot of the boxes are harder to get. It's really about it though. There are other unlockables too that I may as well just briefly mention as we go along this. There are extra battle arenas that you get for completing the cups in different difficulties in arcade mode. I went the totally wrong way. There's a scrapbook that I believe will unlock once you complete the game 100% with all relics to be at least gold. I believe that's how that works. Let's see, there's a character that you can't unlock, Penta Penguin, at least in the American version, so you need to do a cheat code for that. I think that covers the myriad of different unlockables, as well as a Spyro 2 demo, which is, you know, the most important one. Maybe I can do that one day, show off, if people are interested, showing off all the different cheat codes and stuff that are in the game, because there's a bunch of them. They clearly took the Spyro the Dragon approach of making a bunch of fun cheat codes for the game, so that's cool. See, this is just fast. This is just fast and way too fast, as Super Mario Kart would have you to believe. This, I will say, this is better than Slide Colosseum. It's definitely more interesting, and if you actually were to race opponents in this, oh, it's a good time. This is basically what is it, the Baby Park equivalent? Woohoo! See, but I'm missing a lot of them, which sucks. I believe this was one where I tried it multiple times, and I don't think I ever perfected getting all of the crates, because it became too much. Because it's too much stopping in a track where you're not designed to stop. So I get this one here. Next time I gotta take the outer lip. I believe, is there any more on this side? No, so I braked for nothing. Wasting my time. Again, I'm sure speedrunners have a ball with this stuff. It's just not, oh, that's, oh boy. It's too much. It's too much for my little brain to handle. All right, so I've bypassed like 7 of them at least. That's okay. So I gotta take the outer lip again on this final one. There's just one in the middle there. Okay. See, my goal here is just to get a perfect. I don't care what type of relic I get. Outer lip. Oh, 3 of them. Glorious. I will say I really like this music. I don't know where else it shows in the game. It may show up in battle mode or versus mode, but it's really catchy. Oh god, that was okay. That was a bit manic. Oh, I checked this one out before. We're good here. I have to remember about the 2 on the inside, so I can't take the turbo. There we go. A little bit too slow, but it's fine. Oh god. This is too much. I'm not good at this. Granted, that could be a reason why I'm not a big fan. I'm just not good at it. I'll accept that. Yep. Sweet. And okay, I got a platinum without even needing the 10-second. All right. So like they made the tracks like fairly difficult, but they didn't really base the times off of its difficulty. That's fine. Works out on my behalf, because I didn't need to try that hard. See, I did way better than my last attempt, which is amazing, because this is my second time playing it. Sweet. But with that, that's everything. That's everything in the game. Again, you do get a little bit of an extra unlockable incentive for getting at least gold relic, but that doesn't change how this final race is gonna go down. I've spent, I don't even know how long in this episode just talking about different unlockables and stuff, because to this game's credit, there's a lot of stuff to unlock, and that's awesome. Replayability for a kart racer is priority, but...
So, you're back, and you've gathered all my time relics. I'm impressed. Well, it's about time I taught you a real lesson in speed. This race is for keeps.
It's funny that he said that we're back. Actually, I may have already raced him in the save file, so that could be where I'm confused, because it doesn't really matter. Basically, if you beat him without completing everything, he just is like, oh man, you beat me, but you didn't collect all the things, so I'm coming back. And now, thankfully, we got all of the relics, and that's the indicator that, oh man, these guys are actually fast. Since these guys are fast, I can't make this place into concrete. That's basically how the story works. So yes, now we're racing Nitrous Oxide. And this is the most difficult race, especially since he cheats a little bit. A little scumbag right there. Nope. So for him, his weapons that he uses, I believe, okay, cool. He has a bit of a variation. He'll throw out in waves different items. And it is very difficult to surpass him. But once you do, it's honestly not too tough to do that. It's just the very first attempt on passing him up is a bit of a challenge. Oh, dang it. But again, we've already played on this course before. This is just Oxide Station. And since it's so wide and we have a little bit of an extra jump here, it's easy to do a little shortcut like that and totally bypass him. From this point on, it's just playing a game of defense. That's all we gotta do. I just hit him with a bomb. So we're you know what, we're pretty good. I hit him again. You know why it's so easy to hit him? It's because he's big. He's a big boy. So much so that I mentioned earlier how you can't unlock him. The game is straight up not built to allow you to play as him. Because it's of course possible to, with like a Game Shark, end up playing as him by just putting in a special code. But I'm pretty sure it breaks the game. Because he's too big. The game is not built to handle him, to handle his girth, to handle his gigantic size. It was just a neat little bit of trivia, I guess. It would be cool to play as him though. That's one of the things that Crash Nitro Kart got right in having a bunch of unique boss characters and being able to play as them. It's just cool because at this point they are characters in the game. Why not play as them? Even if Oxide is a unique character, it's not like he has a bunch of a fan attachment to him. Can't hurt to play as him. He would come back in Crash Bash. I don't think I'm gonna play Crash Bash. Maybe time will tell. But I'm not a fan of Crash Bash, so I don't know about that. But he is the final boss there. He does show up in Nitro Kart as well. And the only visual I remember of that is Oxide's victory animation is him with like a top hat and a cane dancing. Which completely obliterates his character. It's a very weird decision to have him do that. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe that was some sick dream that I had, but that's what I recall. And I don't think he has appeared ever since. Which is a shame, because he actually has a legitimately creepy look to him. You know, he just looks like a character from Alien, but a little bit cuter than that. So he has potential to show up again. Actually, what am I talking about? Whenever Crash Team Racing inevitably gets a remake, we'll get to see Oxide in glorious PS4 HD vision. So that's exciting. But yeah, that's it for the race. See, I didn't even need to stress at all, and he's way far behind. I was just able to actually talk about Crash a little bit. I believe Nitro Kart also did a decent job in making the final track exclusive to the boss, and not something that we already raced on, which is good because that adds a little bit to the challenge. But yeah, that's all I got here. Done. Crash Team Racing beaten to 100% or whatever number they decide to use. That's it. And now we get to watch Oxide cry a little bit. Oh, not before we do. I forgot about this. I was ready for the cutscene to play, but of course we gotta rub it in his face. Look at how mad he is. Look at how mad, and look at his toe is sticking over the pedestal. See, he's too big. He's like Ridley. He's just far too big. Now we get to watch Oxide cry a little bit. We built up the whole game towards this.
You beat me once again! Now I have to go back to the planet Gasmoxia a complete loser! I must be getting slow in my old age. That's it! I'm finished racing in these mushy backward worlds! Keep your miserable planet! I'm out of here for good!
And that's it. That's the end of the game. The only difference in cutscene, again, is he basically, I believe he shows up in his ship, but then he's like, I'm coming back because the time relics. See, Crash sold his life story to a major movie studio. Oh boy, I missed it. Crash can now be found somewhere on a beach down under, doing what he does best. I imagine just doing this on loop. There you go, dancing and napping. I think the movie studio was going to be something Universal. That's the little joke, since that's who owned Crash. Cortex went back to a scientific research. Yeah, new element in the... Oh, a new element. Failed to change the name he boldly chose for element 117. Cortex rules the worldium. Wouldn't really expect anything else. And it's neat that you guys at least get to see a little bit of the victory animations that these guys go in. Obviously, since we only played as Crash, it's not like we can do anything. Tiny Bow. That is a really timely reference, because there's Tybo, which was a very old workout program. That's kind of funny. An internet dating service. I wonder if that's still going on. Right? Oh no, company's in the red. That's, you know what? Considering nowadays, she would have a successful business. A custom auto parts store in Toledo? I guess when you look at his head, he has a decent idea of what to do there. Patenting Clear the Road missile system sparked havoc. Ooh, I would imagine. Dingodile is so happy. He's a nonsensical animal, but he's so happy. Combine them all. Successes as the Gerbat, or Gerbat, I guess, Kangarooster, and the Dingorilla. Oh, the Dingorilla, huh? Ooh. Maybe like Rillaroo from Crash Bash? See, he made slushies. I love this stuff. That's why I haven't shut up yet, because I really like these Where Are They Now little segments. He joined the Las Vegas. Oh, that's so cool. Look at him. He's making a name for himself. When Pura accidentally closed his mouth a bit too early. That just straight up said Pura killed someone. That's not even a... That wasn't even a joke. Because didn't that happen in real life too? Where one of the tigers actually, like, killed, and then... They just straight up said Pura killed someone. Okay. He became a wrestler, sure. A bad belly bounce. Oh, ooh. You hate to see that. See, Ripperoo, a state governor. Huh. Okay. Crazy is as crazy does. Okay. Huh. Good for him. Again, these guys are making a name for themselves. Let's see, he hasn't... Is his brother gonna come into play? Convicted of laundering stolen cubic zirconias. No? No, his brother's just gone. There's Entropy. That's kind of neat. So realistically, I guess if you didn't even know he was in the game, you would just not know I guess he would just show up and surprise everybody. So that's cool. There's Oxide. The only one without a proper victory animation. A broken alien. Poor guy. Emerged from seclusion to begin racing again. Ooh. Despite that, you would never see him again. Oh, the unicycle. Ooh. Ooh. Rest in peace, and Oxide. What? Okay. I'm sick of giving out trophies. Oh, see, that would have been cool to actually play as her. Oh, cool. That's, of course. Again, very, very timely. Really? Bandy Boy? They were able to really... There was a lot of leeway back in the day. God, there's so many of them. Well, granted 4. I guess that makes sense. 1 for each area. Oh, de Coot. Alright. So that wraps up Crash Team Racing. I was just fascinated by all the ending stuff. Yeah. Is that it? What is this now? Oh, I did get the scrapbook. That's glitching out, which is sweet. I'm not sure why the video is glitching out. That could, again, be my disc is screwing up. There's Tawna. So, I guess we can show this off too. I unlocked it. I may as well show it all off. So, the scrapbook is really just a bunch of concept art that has, you know, since it is basically all online, it's not hard to find this video as well as all of the individual pictures somewhere on the internet. But back when this game first came out, super cool to see stuff like this. How, like, back on some PlayStation Underground discs, you could see, like, behind the scenes work on, I believe Crash 2 had one, Crash 3 had one, Team Racing had one, the Spyro games have them. It was awesome being able to see these glimpses of the development studios. You got to see some of the passion that went into making these games. I just don't understand why it's glitching out. Because I don't know why the right side of the screen is freaking out, as well as the screen occasionally flashing black. That's not supposed to happen. Granted, I got this game like when it first came out, so it could be my disc is seeing the end of its days. Oh no! So, got on Crash 3. We're gonna move on to Crash Team Racing. It's cool now that I have officially played through all 4 of the main Naughty Dog Crash Bandicoot games. It just sounds cool when you say it. It obviously doesn't mean much. But yeah, so next up in the Crash series is Crash Bash. I don't really care to play it. I guess that would mean Crash Wrath of Cortex will happen at some point. Or I could just skip that entirely and go to Twinsanity, which is a good game. Time will tell. But this Let's Play could be very timely as well, because for all we know, by the time you're watching this, a Crash Team Racing reboot will have been announced and will have already come out. That's where my fingers are crossed on. But yeah, it's about all I can wrap up, and I feel like a lot of you guys have already left the video, and fair enough, I suppose, because I could skip this, but I've also already talked through like all of it. I think it transitions back into the Crash Bandicoot 1 theme song, and shows off a little bit of just typical Crash stuff. Yeah, we got the bosses, with really nicely done art, by the way. Oh yeah, Fake Crash. I forgot he was in the game. You unlock him by doing the purple gem cup. Same way you unlock the main boss characters for doing different gem cups. You get Fake Crash. There's Tropy. See, I like a lot of this art, and the thing is, I don't think a lot of this stuff is available online in super high quality. Be nice if it was. That's just a nice looking car in general. Look at that, E3 in 1999 with the weird, Crash's face was weird there. See, it's like, you look at E3 nowadays, it's cool to think like that was at E3. What the hell is this? I know they changed Crash in Japan, but that was terrifying. Man, a lot of advertisement stuff man, they really just showed everything. Naughty Dog made sure to celebrate their legacy with Crash. There's the Crash Japanese commercial. I guess actual newspaper article, advertisements. I think they may have been in the instruction booklet for one of the games, magazines. Man, Crash was a bit of a big deal. These demos in Japan, there's Fake Crash. There's Jason Rubin, Andy Gavin. Oh man, with the Sony thing, their little VMU thing, the Japanese box arts, which again was crazy back in the day to actually see the Japanese stuff, which you didn't really get to see often. Now you can see any Japanese differences, but that's really cool. Different family members, the babies, just really celebrating Naughty Dog's accomplishments, and that's awesome. And then they would go on to make Jak and Daxter, which is incredible. I think it's about all I got. I got a major thank you to these guys for creating so many childhood memories. I know I've seen a lot of these guys in the making of Crash Team Racing videos, so that's cool. I thank all of you guys for sticking through not only all of the main episodes, but if you are still watching this, bless your hearts. Did not anticipate this happening. I thought you only get these by getting all of the good relics, but I was wrong. Office expansion, there's the staff as they work towards PS2. There you go, in disgusting Comic Sans. There's all signatures. Are we done now? Is Crash Team Racing over? Can you please just say it's over? Could pop on the title screen, please? I think. Close enough. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.